Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to New Visions of BIM Through the Eyes of LEED v4, brought to you today by cemerging.com, the Green Building Research Institute, and Balfour Beatty Construction. We're very privileged to have you with us today and appreciative of your time. We'll give just a few more minutes for others to join us before we begin. In today's course, Michael will explore BIM's application to green buildings and see how the technology can be used in various project stages. He'll also take a closer look at the many roles and participants on green building projects and how they can specifically use the technology. We'll look at the potential for reducing interdisciplinary clashes and simplification of the construction document process. We will also look at how BIM can be used to create LEED documentation. Michael will conclude with case studies before a brief quiz at the end of the day.
Building Information Modeling, or BIM. BIM is a digital representation of physical and functional characteristics of a facility. A BIM is a shared knowledge resource for information about a facility, forming a reliable basis for decisions during its life cycle, defined as existing from earliest conception to demolition. The concept of BIM has existed since the 1970s. The term Building Information Model first appeared in a paper in 1992. However, the terms Building Information Model and Building Information Modeling, including the acronym BIM, had not been popularly used until Autodesk released the white paper entitled Building Information Modeling. The term was popularized as a common name for the digital representation of the building process, as then offered under differing terminology by software companies like Graphisoft, Bentley Systems, and by Autodesk to facilitate exchange and interoperability of information in digital format. Building Information Modeling, or BIM, is a process involving the generation and management of digital representations of physical and functional characteristics of places. BIMs, or Building Information Models, are files which can be exchanged or networked to support decision-making about a place. Current BIM software is used by individuals, businesses, and government authorities who plan, design, construct, operate, and maintain diverse physical infrastructures from water, wastewater, electricity, gas, refuse, and communication utilities to roads, bridges, and ports, from houses, apartments, schools, and shops to offices, factories, warehouses, and prisons. BIM is one of the few tools that tends to bring all of these roles together, which allows information sharing to be easier and more frequent. When a project uses BIM, whether or not it is a design build or IPD contract type, the whole team can benefit from it. This goes from the design team to the contractors building the project to the owner who operates it. So let's talk about each of these roles a little more in depth and how they use BIM on a project and what their benefits may be. Then we will talk about how this relates to achieving LEED certification on a project. In this case study, the task for the architects was to come up with a strategy to refurbish an existing college building into a 420-seat primary school. The type use stayed the same, therefore no requirements were in place to bring the building up to code. There was, however, a local core strategy to reduce carbon dioxide output by 20% for projects through renewable energy strategies, and this was one of the team's goals for the project. The team knew the most effective way to achieve this was to look at options in the conceptual stage, rather than later, when these design changes would be too late and less likely to be used in the project due to cost. After analyzing all of these options, the team decided the best solution was option 4, the combination of two improvement packages. More sustainability strategies is not always the best option. Sometimes these strategies can have the adverse effect on each other, but in this case, that was the best option for the project. This option resulted in a 47% reduction of annual energy consumption, a 28% drop in annual carbon dioxide production, and lowered the annual utility cost by 20%.